Well, hello and welcome back, my Battle Language buddies. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Battle Language guy, and we have another live today just to hang out together, talk about this Spotify, what is going on with our glorious Duchess of Sussex about Spotify. Want to hang out with you, catch up with what is going on with the Royals. Um, I haven't touched that subject in a while. So much has happened. I know that you love that topic, and I know I sometimes say, "Oh my God, I want to know how can this get any can this get any more convoluted than this?" Okay, there's one birthday around here. Let me see. Teresa Cole. Today is my birthday. Happy birthday, Teresa. Happy birthday. I'm trying to fix this feature coming here. Okay, I'm fixing a lot of things in my studio. I'm changing a lot of things here. That's why I have been a bit uh, busy lately and trying to catch up with you, trying to catch up with all of you, my beautiful battle language bodies. Hello from Scotland. Tell me where you hailing from, where you're watching from, and I'm gonna try to fix this design in real time here. Maybe this could be the right one. So we're gonna talk today about some things royal and not royal too. And if you haven't seen my Amber Heard analysis on her interview, that's the last video my latest video. You know that it's not that is bad juju saying my last video, because it's not gonna be my last video. I hope at least. My latest video. You don't say my last. You say my latest. Hello, Suzanne. Hello, Monica from Brazil. Roundy Mooney from Ireland. Hello. How are you doing? Selena from Germany. John from Essex, United Kingdom. Hello. Okay, that is great. I've seen, by the way, lately I've seen so many new fans, so many new battle language bodies from Portugal and Brazil. It's something strange. They're just popping up, and I'm really glad because I love those countries. I love those countries. I don't know much Portuguese besides obrigado. I'm not that keen on Portuguese, but I like to learn sometime. Puerto Rico, Liz, ¿cómo estás? Allison from, oh my God, I'm not gonna pronounce that. I don't want to embarrass myself. I always forget how to pronounce that city. Okay, even if from that city comes that worldwide famous sauce. How do I pronounce that? Remind me. How do I pronounce that? From Australia, Dallas, Poland, Washington State, St. Kitts, London, Birmingham. Yeah, Worcester. Worcester. Is that it? Worcester. New York, Los Angeles, Algeria, Worcestershire. Worcestershire. Is that correct? Worcestershire. It's like the Shire from Lord of the Rings, but with woo. Worcestershire. Worcestershire. Netherlands, Middlesex. You see, there's another one. Worcester. Oh, I'm gonna try to pronounce that. Germany. That is Nottingham, St. Louis, Worcestershire. Worcestershire. Is this Worcestershire? 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 Worcestershire. Thanks. Worcestershire. Virginia here too. Okay, Scotland, Netherlands. That is great. How is our favorite Duchess doing? I have a couple thoughts about how is she doing. I'm going to try to scale down this. I think it still can. Okay. We're gonna activate this so I can watch what is gonna be happening here. I'm gonna try to cheat with the next slides. And today we're going to be talking about that, Spotify and Netflix, and also about, of course, William Dad was 40 years old yesterday, and we had no new official photo. That was strange. It was strange not to see that he released, like Catherine, that released these 3 pictures that were great back then in her 40th birthday. But we don't know why William didn't release that. I think he was expecting to, how to say that, to be more conscious of what he was doing with this magazine that he was trying to promote for bringing awareness to the homeless. I think that was his idea. I think I'm not going to release a picture now because I don't want to. I don't know. I want to use this occasion for a better, something better, something that is worth the attention that's going to bring his birthday. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, maybe he's being humble. I agree with you, Suzanne. He did release photos, yeah, but I didn't see them. I didn't see them. I'm gonna look for them. I'm gonna look for them right now, because I didn't see it. Was everyone was William photos 40. And no official photos. There's birthday photos. Okay, there's the official photos are the ones that we were talking about. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this in real time, because why not? I'm going to be totally try to be even. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this here. And this one I'm gonna, oh my god, wrong button. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Okay, I can do this. Yeah, we got him here. That's one of the photos he released, right? Because he wanted to bring awareness to that, the big issue. And that's real, being humble. Did the articles mention William's birthday? I don't know. I think they didn't. They have no way to say that. They had no intention about that. There's going to be a joint celebration for William and Catherine later in the summer. Okay, the Queen has given permission for that. Will be great. I don't know why I have like a new a huge problem here. Okay, that is much better. As usual, if you have seen some of my life, I'm always making adjustments here, and I'm always trying to fix technical details. And so I'm glad that you have the patience for this, to listen to my voice and my ideas and what we have to say about the royals in this case. Okay, there was a site that said informal pictures were official pictures posted by the Palace of William, selling magazines for homeless to show that he does volunteering for wealthy charities. Okay, that makes sense. And yeah, that's the picture we're gonna have. I'm going to leave that here, and we're gonna think about that Spotify topic of today. But before we begin, I want to tell you about an accident that I suffered today. Nothing serious. Just wanted to. I think you saw that in the next. You saw like a like teaser in this slide that I just showed you. It was, I was playing my cello and my bow broke. Okay, I don't know if you If you knew, I never told you, but I used to play the cello to relax. Okay, that big reveal of the many things I haven't told you about myself. It was really fun. I think I was like just startled for 10 full seconds. I couldn't believe that. How do you break this? How do you break these things? But yeah, never try. That was the mistake. It was the mistake. Never try to play Metallica on a cello. That was exactly what I was doing. And just as a matter of a joke, today's donations for my channel are aimed at getting the battle language guy a better version of a cello bow. That's it. Today's donations, super chats, super stickers, and the PayPal link and the description. Just go for the silliest reason in the world. Get the battle language guy a carbon fiber cello, because I'm gonna keep on hitting on that babe. Rest assured that I will be still hitting that. I like the sound when you hit the strings, you bow and hit them at the same time. Have that percussive sound. And sadly, I hadn't taken physics into account, which is important. And so it break at exactly the point. It maybe at the end of this live we could talk more about that, because that has a nice lesson in there. But for now, just any super chats, super stickers, PayPal link is get the battle language guy a new carbon fiber cello bow. Maybe I will do maybe I play a piece for you sometime. I'm just a novice, aspiring amateur. Let's continue with our topic for today. And we have this, and the shape of blind items. I'm going to hide this for now. Not gonna be needing this. The blind item. This was, according to Taza, was, well, this will be interesting if true. I wouldn't be surprised. The deal between the audio streaming service and you know who is not working, and a breakup announcement is imminent. That's what we have now. I'm gonna tell you why this is happening. I'm gonna tell you why most probably this is what's gonna happen, because we also have noise coming from the house of Netflix. Okay, Netflix is bracing for its next round of layoffs as the streaming giant looks to cut costs in the wake of its stock troubles. What is happening here? It's happening a problem of competition. We have too much competition in streaming services, too much content out there. We have everything that you can imagine in terms of new content, or content, whether it's audio, whether it's series, whether it's whatever you want. We have this saturation of the market. Okay, and the streaming services, we used to have Netflix. Okay, Netflix was the pioneer that just destroyed Blockbuster Video. Now we have HBO Max, Amazon Prime, right? We have Hulu. We have Disney Plus. We have Apple TV. I don't know how many more. Paramount too. Yes, Netflix content is wicked. Wicked. I saw a YouTube video yesterday about why Netflix is going all that woke and not really paying attention to what the people really want, and that's happening on Netflix, on Disney Plus. I'm sure they're really close to a rude awakening, because they cannot support creating and investing so much money. Listen to this. This is important. This is important both for the Success topic and the royal family topic. There is so many money poured into shows that people are not watching. Okay? And am I the only one who doesn't have a Netflix account? Netflix sick. Yeah, I have to. This is a nice one. Yeah, many people cut in Netflix because they're not just cutting it. Okay, that's yes. Some companies should have stayed with distribution only. The problem is that everyone wanted a piece of the pie, and originally Netflix had, for example, Disney's programs, but now everyone wants to be their own streamer. Yeah, very nice, very nice. There's so many of you saying that you don't have Netflix, that you cut out Netflix, that you don't want anything to do with the streaming giant because there's so little value. There's so many odd, like many here and there, this show, another show, but it's not worth the investment. Many times it's not worth the investment because it's like you feel compelled to watch something. You're paying for that and you don't watch that. You always feel compelled to watch something, and you sometimes are so frustrated of so much to choose from, but the quality is so low, and so the competition. Listen to this: the competition of the production companies is so harsh that they are doing whatever it takes to get featured. The problem is that this is like an Ouroboros, like a serpent that bites its own tail, because those production companies have to comply with all these woke directives, that they have to be woke with these topics that are over and over again, and they are so focused on being woke that they don't focus on the storytelling and the development of the story itself. And it's so much that we cannot let white men, for example, win ever. Okay, it is not like the storytelling is the most important thing, or the character development. It becomes a topic of color. Okay, and once it becomes a topic of color, the shows become boring. That's it. That's all that you have to do to know, and that's why so many people are just cutting the cord and going for YouTubers. And I thank you that we are almost 2,000 body language bodies now talking about this topic. So don't be, if you are cutting Netflix, if you're cutting HBO or every other like a streaming giant, if you're cutting from them, that is okay. Because usually when there was it's this phenomenon that is watching something all at the same time. In this case, we have the benefit that we're alive and we feel that we're all at the same time here. I'm reading your comments. For example, I have this from Meghan Small. Meghan Small, thank God that you got your Twitter back. Great news that you got your Twitter back. I knew that was not fair, and I knew that that someone like the Twitter Voldemort that said that you were banned, suspended permanently. Well, he had to eat his words back. Hello everyone, make sure you hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and subscribe so you never miss out on when Jesus goes live on uploads. Thanks for supporting my channel, Meghan's Mole. And this is a phenomenon, and this is a sociological phenomenon, that is, we are watching this at the same time. Okay, we're enjoying this, and we have this tiny number, like right now at 1,800 body language bodies watching now, and that makes us feel nice, because like we're watching this together. Okay, and that's something that I'm sure I think Disney Plus has tried to implement, that you like connect with other with friends, so you can watch at the same time. I think and Amazon has it too. Yeah, I'd rather watch paint dry. Yeah, many people here just not subscribing to Netflix because people are getting bored of the same. It was this nice and fresh content a while ago that we had so many streaming shows that you could watch. You can binge watch on a single sitting. Okay, you remember that. In fact, for example, Breaking Bad, it's well known that Breaking Bad was going to be canceled at the end of the third season, and it was thanks to the Netflix effect that it got was renewed for a fourth season, and it became the juggernaut, the masterpiece that is. Well, I loved Breaking Bad, and if you haven't seen it yet, I I think I after I saw Breaking Bad, it was really raw, like Gordon Ramsay would say. I'm thinking I was amazed at the quality of Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul is, I think, I could say that's even a better crafted series than Breaking Bad. It's better crafted. Maybe it's not as famous. Maybe it's riding on Breaking Bad's popularity. But Better Call Saul is one of the best shows that I've seen. Was really, really well polished. But well, we got this. We have this. Let's see what's next. We have the Netflix giant, and we have the Harkles trying to do the whatever it takes. We know that they're trying to do whatever it takes. And the joke of the day goes for Harry. Thanks, Harry, for sponsoring the joke of the day. New breaking, shocking news. Prince Harry very keen, like quoting the quotation marks or single quotation marks. Prince Harry very keen to offer military experience to help Ukraine fight. Well, I think I don't think that watching G.I. Joe as a child counts as military experience. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Watching G.I. Joe, I watched G.I. Joe as a child. I enjoyed that. I had the like little toys too. But seriously, I'm not gonna curse. It's too early to curse. It's too early here to curse. But you tell me, what is this about? What is this about? Yeah, Harry military experience. Those are three words that I never knew that are gonna be like together in a single sentence, let alone a headline. Yeah, G.I. Joe made me an expert. I'm going to, what if I create a shirt with, the silhouette of gingerbread and put G.I. Joe made me an expert. I'm gonna make good money with that. G.I. Joe made me an expert. Business opportunity. That's what life is about. Business opportunities. Help people have a joke, a good joke, because this has to be a joke, right? Right? Okay, there's no other way. And besides that, I'm wondering why, and this is why I'm. It's not that I think. It's that I'm sure that there are problems with the Spotify. For the simple reason, yeah, he did I don't know how many years in Afghanistan, but there's so many things. Ask Trevor Colt about that. Ask Trevor. Yeah, Trevor is blunt and to the point. Ask Trevor about and he will tell. I'm going to listen to Trevor talking about that. If you'd like me to react to Trevor's videos, to one of Trevor's videos, just let me know and I will consider that. But I see this kind of headlines. Meghan Markle supports Prince Harry from the sidelines at a polo game in Santa Barbara. Okay. It's nice that Harry has been practicing polo. I don't find it funny at all that he fell from a horse. I really wish that he didn't break anything. That's something that I don't wish on anyone. I really hope that he and the horse are safe. You know why I'm talking about the horse, right? Yeah, that the way Harry rides those horses are, raised eyebrows. But, Uh, I'm glad that he's okay, and I hope he's treating those horses right. But so much noise about Harry playing polo. Isn't this isn't this a private property? Isn't this a private property? There are no paparazzis allowed inside, right? If I think the Santa Barbara neighbors that play at the Santa Barbara um, polo court, they could be starting to feel uneasy when these two show up, taking pictures and stuff, because this is private property. They shouldn't be doing this. I'm gonna tell you why does this have to do. What does this have to do with uh, Spotify? Um, Getting a podcast on air, starting it, producing that is no easy task, and especially getting it going, having the momentum. You have to. I have felt that as a YouTuber. You know that I have told you many times that I have these problems trying to be consistent with the topics. It's something that it's impossible. I have to make pivots. I have to pivot in formats, and that's something that any content creator has to do. And today, I was talking. That's why I was talking about streaming giants' problems with wokeness. That they have to be woke one side and they have to like appeal to the public on the other. But you cannot have your cake and eat it too. Okay, that's a big problem, and that's why so many shows are just not engaging people. Okay, because they're not even Disney with the Star Wars and Marvel shows now. That is it's not working. It's just not working. That they know this, and they will feel the crush of the money, the cash register not sounding. What does this have to do with the hardcores? The hardcores must be under the same pressure. You have to create a content. You have to create a show that somehow is woke, brings awareness to these woke pillars, because you are not Joe Rogan, okay? You're not Joe Rogan, and Netflix has had many problems with. And there it goes. I know that YouTube is gonna flag my video now. YouTube is gonna flag my video now just by mentioning him. Netflix has had many troubles with Dave Chappelle. Many problems with Dave Chappelle and his show that is so blunt, so raw, and they haven't pulled that out. Out. Yeah, you're finished with Disney. I am finished with Disney too. I haven't watched a Disney show since, I don't know, since the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That was a total joke. That was a total disservice of what they were building. So this is what happens. So much time that you take to build something just to destroy it for, this global interests or whatever this is going. I'm beginning to sound like this chap, like oh my god, I forgot his name. Like Russell Brand. I'm going to sound like Russell Brand here, but I don't have Russell Brand's exquisite accent. I wish I had his accent just for, or I like my accent. I cannot complain. You love my accent, but I would like to know how to imitate Russell, because his accent, the way he talks with his teeth like this. He speaks like this. You know that it speaks like this, right? It speaks like this. This is his main feature. When he begins to talk about worldwide affairs, and he has his, I need a paper in my hand, because Rosa always has a paper on her hand, and I would like to know how to imitate him better, because I really admire the way he does it. I'm gonna watch Russell Brand more so I can imitate. I know that you like it. Yeah. To insanity and beyond. Yeah, you just have to put your teeth like this, like your incisors. You have to put them aligned, and it just comes out. And just swallow your consonants. Go for your fake British accent, and it goes. Fast talker, yeah, yeah. Practice makes perfect. I would like. I'm a bit shy, and in Spanish I can. Yes, I do this stuff. I imitate. But I like the way that how Russell Brand talks and how he addresses things. I I've always been thinking that somehow I will end up doing something like him. What do you think? I don't want to be a competition. I don't want to be Russell's competition. I admire him. I like his movies. Yes, I like his delivery. I like the way he addresses things. Russell Brand does not speak good English. Well, me neither. So whatever. Here we are. But I like the way he addresses global things. And somehow YouTube hasn't canceled him yet. So he must be doing things right. Maybe Russell speaks Spanish. I should tell him we should do something together at some point. That's something I had to experiment too. Maybe doing interviews. Maybe starting with some royal pundits. Oh, thanks for that super chat. So many super chats that I miss. Jesus impersonating Russell Brand is my new favorite thing. I'm gonna practice that. I'm gonna watch Russell more and trying to match his delivery. Because I've told you many times that John Oliver is another kind of accent, much more subtle. But we have the articles trying to do something about whatever is happening with their nothingness program. Their nothingness. This was what was left in it. Their nothingness podcast in it. And what is the problem with that? That need the money. They are trying to thrive on relevance. Okay? What makes you relevant? That is important for all of you, my body language bodies. What makes you relevant? What makes you relevant is just. This is a trick. There's nothing else to it. What makes you relevant is the value you can bring to people at scale. That's it. How do you become relevant? The value you can bring to people at scale. Okay, you might be asking the usual question, what kind of value the Kardashians bring people? They just bring absurdity, levity. We sometimes need that absurdity. And, there's so many ways that we can watch absurd shows with absurd premises. And people watch them. So the Kardashians are no different. And they address a very specific niche of people and has worked very well for them. Okay? And that relevance, that bringing value, you say, okay, then you have to bring some value to the table. That's where Meghan's gesture in that picture comes into play. Like, what value? What value? Because value could be as easy as entertain people. Entertain people is that easy. You just have to be silly, stand up. If Amy Schumer can be famous and can maintain herself, I don't know how much she earns, but I think if Amy Schumer can have a fan base. Okay, well, if Amber Heard can have a fan base, then anyone can. But if Amy Schumer can be an entertainer, okay, and get paid to do whatever she does, the way she does, I'm not gonna say anything further about that. Then you can just entertain people. But you go the wrong way if you want to lecture people in any way, or you want to be condescending, or you want to push an agenda or something that we don't want. Agendas. We don't want anything pushed onto us. Well, that came out wrong. But or whatever. We don't want any agenda of you have to behave like this. This is the correct behavior, because there is so much chaos in the world. We're living in so much chaos today that we need levity. We need the actual skills to earn money. That's something that we need nowadays. Like inflation is going rampant. Yeah, I'm touching general topics, but as I'm telling you, the world, everything around us is a system. Our body is a system. The royal family is a system, including the oracles. Like every country is a system. The world is a system. So we cannot talk about pieces without looking at the system in itself. Okay, at the whole system. Yeah, many of you are talking about what's wrong with that picture of Meghan and the car behind her. Well, you know that in America there are very big cars, and well, I have my doubts that Meghan is 5'7", maybe. What? Oh my God, you're talking about. I cannot talk about intrinsic features of people. I cannot talk about intrinsic features of people. I cannot talk about intrinsic features such as knees. Okay, yeah, I had to feature this one. I had to feature. Yeah, what's up with that humongous car behind her? There are huge cars in America. I love that. That you have this huge ass cars. Maybe it's part of the. Maybe it's part of the angle of the picture, or it was taken with a telephoto lens. But yes, it seems like she's either rather small, because well, she's not that tall, in fact, or the car is really big, or maybe both things. Yeah, that car not electric. So we need skills, okay? We need skills. Skills for what? Skills for offering value for other people, okay? It's like we're evolving. I don't think, for example, that universities are out of maybe that wokeness at universities, that political agenda. It doesn't serve anyone. It doesn't serve anyone. To the most important thing of all, bringing you the skills, like offering you the skills to help other people, to solve problems in the world. That's it. Solve problems. You can solve problems at scale. You'll do well. That's what we need. We don't need to waste our time on Netflix, or waste our time on I don't know, Amazon Prime, or waste our time with certain YouTubers. I don't want you, for example, to waste time with me. So that's why I'm telling you, for example, I'm talking about the articles, I'm talking about SPOTIFIRED, but at the same time, I want to warn you about these trends, what is happening. Well, the trends, you're watching your own pocket reacting to those worldwide trends of gas, of taxes, of everything. We need skills, but actionable skills that really help us help other people, and in turn get more money. That's as easy as it gets. It's like not thinking about capitalism or such. It's just thinking about helping other people. And the more people you help, if you can help people at scale. I remember, if you have seen on Twitter, if you follow on Twitter, Naval Ravikant. If you know Naval Ravikant, you must have heard about his thread, how to get wealthy without getting lucky. Okay, and I remember from that thread, how to get wealthy without getting lucky is the first principle the first principle is help people at scale. And before you decide, it's before you let me feature this one. Before you try to know, I'm going to learn to do this because that's what I like. No, that is wrong. I'm sorry, but that's wrong. Like, do what you love and money will come. No, that really doesn't work that way. I'm sorry to break it to you, but it really doesn't work that way. And I don't know if my good friend Ricardo is watching me at this moment, but we were musicians quite a while ago, and we love music. There's something that we love. We love music with all our hearts and our souls, and we would love to earn money with music. But how many people is doing the same at the same time? You have to be practical. You have to say, hey, I have to help people maybe another way, and maybe this is the way I can entertain you, and at the same time, well, help you get something out of watching me. Okay, maybe someday I could grab my cello or my guitar and just combine it and write a song about the touches of Sussex, because why not? I should do that sometime. I should do it. That would be a hit. And maybe I could invite Russell Brand to sing with me with his really nice accent. I guess that car behind Meghan is really climate friendly. Yeah, right. Hashtag sarcasm. And thanks, GA. GA is my trusty moderator. She's always watching. She is my eye on the sky, watching everything what's going on behind the comments and the troublemakers. Thanks, GA, for your super chat, and thanks for that recognition. Yeah, so we have this problem of value. Not of values, that is one thing that I touch in my videos over and over again, but a problem of value. What kind of value do we bring to the table? What is the value that you bring to the table? I have many crises about that, many problems with this. Like, for example, I'm right now, you might be thinking, oh, this was another clickbait video, clickbait live. Jesus saying that he's going to talk about Spotify. He's talking about other things. Yeah, I'm talking about other things. We're talking about maybe body language. We're talking about behavior, the state of the world, all at once. Like, my show is sometimes I don't know where it's going to end, but somehow there's 2,000 body language bodies still here, and I love you for that. And that would be a good reason. Yeah, that would be the only reason that I'm doing things right. Okay, I'm doing things right, and I'm gonna keep that doing that. In this case, my body language bodies, I'll have to mention that most probably I will be on the road in the following days, and so I will most probably be doing this kind of lives on the road. Okay, I don't know. I've never done. I think I've never done live outside of my studio. So I will try. I try doing my best to keep doing these lives, and I know that they're fairly random. The topics are quite random sometimes, but they always try to be around the constant topic. In this case, of the royals, or any other topic arises, where I will be there talking about that. In this case, I don't know if Meghan and Harry are so busy taking pictures in private properties, okay, just for PR's sake. I don't think they look like people that are worried, like concerned about the programs that they have to put out, or the programs that Meghan, because it seems that ours wipes the I'm sorry. I read this. I remember that that Metallica cover on the road again. I had to. I just thought about that. If they are so busy, if they were so busy producing Arsewipes, they will be working even on weekends because they have to put out. They have to convince the guests. They have to to think in advance. This has a lot of work. Okay. And I don't think they will be, hey, let's hang out at the polo match and such, because you will be spent. Okay, you will be spent. Your energy will be depleted. You're trying to get money. How do Meghan and Harry make money? I know that is none of my business. It's just a question that I just ponder with my audience. That's all that I'm asking you. What do you think? Where do they get their money? Because I understand that the Charles money pool is not working any longer. So, oh yes, this is another thing that's going on. This is the biggest crossover in YouTube history since, I don't know, forever. You should talk to that umbrella guy about Bosie. Super chats and working. Yeah, there's something that is happening. I don't know why Bosie is going after the umbrella guy. The umbrella guy going after all the Amber Heard simps. And all the Amber Heard simps going after my channel. And so this serpent, its tail again. Bites its tail again. Okay? So that is the problem. I don't think Meghan and Harry are working on Arsewipes. They quit. And that is painful, because I've been through that kind of troubles, so to speak, because you try to do the 40x40 and you just leave it like that. You start like the project of the Netflix projects like Pearl, and it just gets hung up. It disappears. Okay, it gets cut. Even if you had solid talent behind that, it just goes away. And now we don't know if we're gonna have. We don't know. We had a spring now it's a summer release, and we don't have anything yet. There's no content. There's no nothing. And meanwhile, and I think there's something that this concept that we have to talk about, that is very important to talk about, that is timing too. Maybe they are entering, well, not they are entering, because they had talked with Netflix and Spotify a long time ago, more than, I don't know, 1 year, 2 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. And they had more than enough time to plan it, to focus on that. And forget the headlines. Forget the cheap PR stunts. Forget the shopping sprees with a photographer spontaneously taking her picture. Yeah, the Japanese princess is awesome. I should do an episode on I don't remember her name now, but so many topics I want to touch. So many topics I want to talk about. I don't know. Most probably just out of force, because I will be on the road. I will be crafting topics to create lives about them. And after doing the lives, maybe I'll do my custom short videos, my 9-minute videos that have worked so well so far. As I'm telling you, this has been a very tough month for me in terms of reinventing myself, trying to get totally. I'm healed. I'm completely healed now from what I had last month. That I had to take I don't know, all the pills that you can imagine, and well, that where I'm going down the road. I'm gonna a road trip, wherever the wind takes me, but I will be on the road. I will be on the road with my crew. So most probably I will do in lives. I hope to have enough energy uh, left. When I can disclose my ports and my cities, you will be the ones to know. You will be the first ones to know. Okay, but right now this is it. You have to keep moving. I will keep moving and moving. I will do these lives. There's no capacity these days to stay in the same place. Okay, maybe not geographically, but in the same place in terms of ideas. So what are you doing? Again, it's the most the most important thing is how can you help people, be of value to people. And in that sense, in that regard, now we're talking about the infamous duo. I will tell Meghan what you know who could take those pictures better. I think Catherine would have taken those pictures better, much better. Why didn't you tell her? She would have been glad to do that. Well, I think maybe it was Catherine dealing with a camera. You know that she's a seasoned photographer. So she would have done a great work with this, a better work than this. But well, whatever. There's also this. I wanted to talk about this. You know that I always talk about all things that spark my attention in terms of what is beautiful. And I noticed that Catherine has those earrings. She's not used to have heavy earrings or very I don't know, like those how to say that. Renee, thanks a lot, Renee. Thanks a lot for that amazing super chat. Yeah, I'm sure that is gonna get me. That is gonna help me get mine. You're gonna give me again. If you haven't, you're getting my new cello bow, my carbon fiber cello bow. I'm gonna decorate it. I don't know, with little gingerbread faces, so it doesn't break. It has some kind of no, that would be bad juju. That would be bad mojo. I don't know if this my bow broke because all the bad juju of the squatties that are sending me, and that's why I got ill. Maybe I got better, and then that's my bow broke. If you believe in those things, because you know that those things can affect inanimated things, so I have to drink water. Drinking water is always helps with that bad juju, bad energies. Washing your hands helps too a lot. There's so many things that you can do against, well, you know, that bad energies, that silly energies. And keeping your body hydrated is really important for that. I was talking about Catherine's earrings because she doesn't usually use this kind of earrings, heavy earrings, and it happens so they have a why. Remoulade sauce on Twitter. Another look at Catherine's earrings. You have to can watch them here. The Florence earrings are inspired by the ceiling of the Royal Opera House in London. Chalk jewelry by architect Malika Carr creates unusual jewelry, all handmade by Malika in her London studio. This is not advertising at all. I have no idea who these people are, but I'm gonna find more about them. They look nice. They look nice. Okay, there's another super chat. I'm sorry, I didn't read I didn't read Renee's super chat. I'm following you on IG now. Have Casita and Rio Rancho with Sandia on background. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the invitation, Renee. Thanks for that. And Gloria for the Cello Bow Fund. Washington State loves Jesus, a Latin superstar. Thanks, Gloria. Thanks for that. So I wanted to point out why this sudden change. Maybe not sudden change. Maybe I haven't seen all the earrings that Catherine has worn over the time, but I think she's becoming more bold. She's becoming more bold in her choice. Thanks for the tie remark. Yeah, I love green, by the way. Yeah, the earrings are Art Deco. You're right. I went to see the Eagles live on Monday night, and it was phenomenal. Yeah, you mean the Eagles, the animals, or the Eagles, the Hotel California guys? I don't know. Either way, it will be amazing. But by the way, I think the solo from Hotel California is one of the greatest solos of all time. Did anyone notice the tender hug between Nacho and Smiggy? I don't have it here. That picture here. I should do a video about their battle language at that at the polo. What is this? The third polo match. That is what's going to have then Spotifired. Spotifired. Yeah, you have no idea. You make me. I could have a rock and roll YouTube channel. In fact, talking about rock and roll history and especially hard rock history. Okay, I could do it all day long, but well, it will be really. I think it will be too much. I should go to watch Johnny Depp and drink a mega pint. Yes, I should drink a mega pint on his name and every single one that helped Johnny's cause. Let me see which other had this. The earrings, explanation on the earrings, and this is another thing that's relevant for everything that we're talking about so far. The Obamas, if you remember, according to Taz's video of reinventing Meghan, and how Meghan is like a shapeshifter, that she's constantly adapting to become what she wants people to perceive. You will know that Michelle Obama was a great, maybe not a role model. Maybe role model is not the term in itself, but like a template that Meghan wanted to fit at some point. Okay. And now the Obamas signed multi-year deal with Amazon's Audible will tell stories that elevate diverse voices. That sounds a lot like Arswipes, but we don't know what is Arswipe gonna elevate. Still don't know what is gonna Arswipe elevate beyond Meghan's ego, but whatever. Tell stories that elevate diverse voices after clashing with Spotify. Why did the Obamas clash with Spotify? That would be interesting. That as I'm telling you, what is fascinating in this kind of when you begin to do research, you begin to notice so many connections, especially when you realize the timing, the time when everything goes into place. And there's one thing that I left out my video analysis of Amber's complete interview was when Savannah Guthrie asked Amber about if the op-ed was some kind of publicity stunt for Aquaman, the first Aquaman movie. the first Aquaman movie. And here's the thing, and that's why I tell you that timing is so important, because I hadn't realized, I didn't knew, is that moment that I did my due diligence and just realized that the op-ed, Amber's op-ed on the Washington Post was published 3 days, just 3 days before Aquaman's premiere in the United States. That is timing. I didn't know that. I didn't know. Yes, there's so many. I had to mention the Obamas, and you're gonna all conspiracy theories. You know that I cannot cover conspiracy theories. I don't want people to go all Alex Jones on me. You know what happens to Alex Jones, right? I don't want to my YouTube channel to be Alex Jones said. So please leave the conspiracies at least respectful. Thank you. But that is timing. That is what timing when doing research is so important. Many people ask me, some of you have asked me, what does all this have to do with body language? And I don't know. I've always wanted to have maybe a spot or a channel, or maybe let's call it a YouTube channel, where I could explore these supposed coincidences, and we could learn from those and realize that, okay, there was the op-ed. When was it published? It's like when you see a picture. It's like when you see a picture of Meghan and Gingerbread. Okay, you see a picture of Meghan, or you see a picture of anyone. The first thing you have to ask, you remember what is the paramount question, my body language buddies? Tell me, when you see a picture, when you see a photograph, what is the first question of all? Let me know if you have watched my videos. What is the most important question? The first one. I'm going to be talking about, I'm not going to talk about what Meghan was wearing. It just looks like it's a lot of sun, and I don't know that sweater is appropriate for that. You remember what I say about, yes, Nisha won. Yes, well, Carol said it first. I'm gonna feature that. Carol, who took the photograph? Nisha said, who is taking the photo? Very good, very good. Well, context is important. Yes, context is important. But more important is who is taking the photo and why are taking it. Very good. And when was it taken? Who took the picture? Just asking the question, who took the picture? Who was behind the camera? I remember my analysis of that picture of Prince Andrew at that house, that Ghislaine Maxwell house. And the most important thing is who was behind the camera, and you know who was behind the camera in that case. But just asking the question who is behind the camera helps you have a first snapshot, pun intended, of the whole circumstances. Okay, it's like this pun or pranks videos that you see on Snapchat. I'm sorry if you have reached out on Snapchat. I haven't touched Snapchat anymore, but I'm gonna check it maybe today or tomorrow. You see that this stupid, because there's no other word for that, stupid pranks that want us to believe that people were not knowing that they were being filmed or recorded, that the cameraman was like invisible. That is absurd. That is absurd. So the first thing you have to ask is, who is behind the camera? Who is taking the picture? I'm telling you this because this is an actual, actionable, important, and relevant part of understanding when you see a picture, maybe in your phone, and someone shows you a picture or shares a picture with you, or you're browsing your Instagram stories and you see a picture of someone, the first thing is who took the picture. Okay, does it look like they put a timer on it? What height is the camera? What is the person's expression? Where's the person? And so many things that are not body language but are paramount to understand behavior. And sometimes just watching, I have to tell you, I have to confess, I'm gonna do a confession. You know what? When my lives go beyond 1 hour, anything goes. Okay? Like the Guns N' Roses song, anything goes. Yeah. When we cross the 1 hour threshold, anything goes. And now I'm gonna tell you one thing. I get really bored sometimes if I just focus in body language, okay? In just body language, in just raw body language, because body language just tells one fraction of the story. There's also the timing, like I said. Amber Heard's op-ed was 3 days before the premiere of the first Aquaman movie. How could I miss that? I missed that because I didn't do my due diligence, because I focused exclusively on body language. And yes, I'm the body language guy, but I made a mistake of focusing just body language. That is a mistake. You have to understand what people are saying. You understand the body language of their interaction. You have to realize what the people are wearing at what time, if it's fit for the occasion or for the circumstances. And if not, then ask yourself why. That's why, well, as for myself, I really don't remember Catherine wearing such heavy earrings. Okay, I think she's trying to do a bit more bold with her choices, and that is important to notice those changes in behavior, when that change began. All that is important and goes beyond looking at the eyes, if they blinked. And I could not imagine saying the same in every single video. The same, as if it was a single shoulder shrug, or if you tense their chin, it will get old very quickly. And there's so many things that we can decipher from a photo, from a video, that I myself cannot do that. Okay, my brain would explode with boredom. I will get bored certified. I have to make a meme with that. This system of understanding people's behavior, that's why we have to be aware of all these things. And sadly, it doesn't work. It's like this. This is like a paradox. I could say, I'm gonna do a complete catalog of every single thing that you have to you have to pay attention to. Okay, and we will end up like Sherlock Holmes, the character Sherlock Holmes. You don't want to be. It's like, that's why, for example, I always people always ask me about the show Lie to Me. Jesus, did you watch Lie to Me? Did you like Lie to Me? What is your opinion on Lie to Me? Well, Lie to Me was nice. For me, it was not great. Okay, and I'm gonna explain you why Lie to Me was not great. I think it was a bit too technical. It had to have more story. We need stories. We want to be told. We want people to tell interesting stories to us, and that's what Lie to Me sadly was lacking. Okay, That's why you cannot be that technical, because that will get really old really quickly. And sadly, in the technical department, Lie to Me was chef's kiss. I have to say that, chef's kiss. And the main consultant of that series was Paul Ekman himself, legend in microexpression and facial expressions, American scientist. He was the one behind the technical part of the series, so you know that it was highly polished. They knew that we were talking about when they did all this, all the process behind that. But the problem is that there's so much beyond body language itself. If you focus just on body language, you will just, limit yourself. There's so much you can do to comprehend, to really grasp people's behavior, to really grasp culture, to really grasp intentions of people. And you see that Sherlock Holmes, for example, can decipher a case, decipher something with, this is important, I have to answer this question. He says this, how to say that, he uses like general knowledge. He has such a vast knowledge of everything that he can connect the dots. Okay? And sometimes people tell me, you're so good at what you do, you're so great at what you do, and I'm humble of what you say, but I want you to know that all that I do is just connect the dots. And the dots can be anything, and this is good for you. It's not only good for me and my channel. I'm not talking about my channel so that you cannot use that information. You can use this information. You want to learn to connect the dots, and you don't need to even care where the dots come from. If they are body language, or they are timing, or they are the circumstances, or they are the social dynamics, because the world and our perception are constantly changing, and we have to be constantly adapting to that. Renee, another amazing super chat. Thanks for that. And when will you talk about the staircase? I will be doing a live about the case of the staircase, because it's so much content of that case. I think a live will be the right thing to do. I've told you many times, it's much harder to produce a condensed video. It's much easier if I do a live first. I make some annotations, and maybe the day after that, or 2 days later, I go and do a short version of that. But there's so many things. For example, just talking about general, sometimes gossip, because this is just a blind item. For those of you that don't know what is a blind item or blind gossip, is that something that is totally generic without mentioning anyone in particular. Okay, but you, of course, you know who is this about, right? That audio streaming service is not working out. A breakup announcement is imminent. And we try to make sense of the signals, of the dots. Because in this case, you have you, my dear, beautiful, a beautiful body language body that are at the other end of this camera. There's nothing that you're gonna lose about this. If we fail to connect the dots, there's nothing. You have nothing at stake on it. You're gonna bet on Harry and Meghan's failures. I'm betting on Harry and Meghan's success. I want Harry and Meghan, I have to say that, I want them to have success in their endeavors. I want them to have success with Netflix. Why not? I want them to have success on Spotify, because that means they did things the right way. And if they do the things the right way and they have success, well, that will be an example for other people to do the same. That will be great. That works for me. I have to say that I'm rooting for their success. But there is no success without, doing the thing that nobody wants to do. It's like that. That saying from training, from gyms, that everybody wants to get jacked, but nobody wants to lift heavy ass weights. Okay, that's important. You have to do the grunt work. You have to do it. I'm rooting for their success, but that implies that they will do the right thing. So that's how this dynamics of life being a system is when you, for example, you see that one person tells you and tries to scam you or manipulate you, or a toxic personality tries to get the best of you, or try to take advantage of you, is the word, take advantage of you. And sometimes you just don't see it. And you blame yourself because you did not connect the dots at the moment that you had to connect them, to prevent manipulation, to prevent harm to yourself or your loved ones. And that's something that scares us all. And you might think, well, we cannot go all paranoid all the time. But sometimes it's not like they're going to harm you, because as in there's the Hanlon's razors principle. Hanlon's razor said that never attribute to malice what could be attributed to stupidity. Sometimes even mediocrity or stupidity can harm us. And you should be able to connect the dots and be able to prevent that people are going to do a stupid thing, and you can prevent whatever harm is going to be your way. And I don't know how to tell you and how many times connecting the dots has helped me just dodge, not a bullet, maybe tiny bullets, but will be a royal pain you know where. And you want to make your life easier. And that's why, we are beyond 1 hour in this live. We're talking about how life is a system. We're talking about how I should be practicing my Russo brand accent, but also how even thinking about something, just connecting the dots, can help you confirm your thoughts or not confirm your thoughts. Either way, if you are wrong about the articles, just the fact that you're focusing on a single topic helps you bring that knowledge or bring that experience of focusing on one topic out to real life. Sounds silly. Sounds really silly. Okay? Yeah, that is Occam's razor. That is Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is often the current one. I'm talking about Hanlon's razor. I don't know how many razors are out there, but these two, Occam's and Hanlon's, are very useful. All right, so we're talking about so many things, but I sometimes have trouble because I need me, Jesus, myself. I need to see patterns everywhere. Okay, I connect dots because I need to find patterns. I sometimes, of course, realize that there's no pattern to be seen. As I sometimes tell you, this gesture from Meghan, you can just discard that because this just her baseline, or she has done that gesture many times, so we can discard that. So many things that are good for you, and reprogramming our mind, Jesus, by turning juju into good. Yeah, bad juju into good. That is important. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm reading your comments at the same time, so I get lost at times. So this is the focus of what I want to do with my channel. Find patterns. Know how to find patterns. Sometimes there's no pattern to be found, and I tell you in my videos. I was mentioning that maybe Harry's attitude here or there is just his regular attitude, so there's nothing to be seen. But sometimes those patterns exist and those dots connect, and that is something. What is fascinating, and you don't need a master class in something, or you don't need to something specialized on that. You can only just connect the dots in something that you like, and maybe place your bets in your mind. I bet that Meghan is going to do such and such. Yes, our brains are designed to see patterns. Our brains are designed. Are designed to see patterns. Okay, and our ability to spot those patterns can be polished no matter what you focus on. Okay, you can focus on a sport, you can focus on the kitchen. Maybe you like cooking, okay, and you like to mix flavors so that you can get something unique at the kitchen. I like finding unique flavors at the kitchen. Maybe you're focused on music. There's my cello in there. Maybe you're focused, I don't know, in Britney Spears' life. I don't. Maybe in the Amber Heard's trial. I don't know. But focusing on anything helps your brain begin to build and stack patterns and hone your ability to develop those how to say that, this dots, connecting the dots. Okay, and what is the problem? What is our current problem? That our attention spans are just going smaller and smaller and smaller, thanks to TikTok, thanks to YouTube Shorts, thanks to Instagram Reels, and that is dangerous because we're constantly jumping to the next topic. We're constantly jumping to the next nice or good or cool thing. That shouldn't be that way. It should not be that way. We have to be very careful with that. Just focusing on something. Just focusing on whatever you do, you begin learning patterns about that can help you in other endeavors of life. I was mentioning that the fact that I broke my cello bow, that taught me a lesson about physics. You know that the cello, I don't have my cello bow at this moment here, is it is curved. Okay, it has like a belly. That is the camber of the cello bow. It's slightly curved, so that the curve is the one that fights against the strings that you can hear, the hairs. Okay, the hairs that the one that play. Okay, so you have this curve. You have a curve that fights against the tension, and between them they have this stability. Well, it was my mistake. That I liked this percussive sounds, like hitting the strings, okay, bowing and hitting at the same time, like entering with a hitting angle, so that I could get a thumping sound. The problem here is that a bow is not designed to hit the cello strings. That's the problem. Okay, but it's not that I was hitting the string themselves, but because I was hitting them with the wrong side or with the wrong area of the bow, because I realized that I could hit the strings as I wanted, as I've seen many cellists do, like two cellos, like you can, one of them is Hauser cello on Instagram. Okay, they used to hit the cello strings on playing live. They were frenetic about that. But I noticed that a pattern that they began to hit that. They hit that with the center. You can notice that my bow broke at the end. I was like hitting that in the weakest part possible. I was using the weakest part to hit the strings. I was not hitting with the wooden part. I was hitting with the area of the hairs that was right below it, the part it broke. So I was just doing something that I liked, but I was doing it wrong. I was wearing or was stressing. It's just like my lives on the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. 8 hours. I loved those 8 hours. We had a lot of fun every day, but my health was resented. I couldn't manage my health those days. So that this gave me a lesson. The trial gave me a lesson, and it's a lesson that whether if you're focusing doing 8-hour lives, or you're playing a cello like a madman, or are like me that doing both things at the same time, you learn that sometimes you enjoy doing things, but you have to know how much your body and your emotions and your soul can take, because even what you enjoy can wear you down. Exhibit A, okay? There's an example, okay? And even enjoying, I could do 8-hour lives any time of the week. Again, sadly, we don't have a topic, okay? That will be great. Do you mean that I'm abusive to my instruments? Yeah, I bet. I'm a bit abusive to my instruments. But if I focus on playing an instrument, I can get lessons from it because I connect dots on what's going on. Why this happened? Why did this happen? Why did I get so ill doing 8-hour lives? Maybe it was, I don't know, the weather. Maybe it was I was not used to that effort. It was all in my mind. Maybe at first I was so afraid. Okay, there's so many things that I could be running through my mind. So in this case, let's just focusing on that. And I really, for example, I used to be afraid of what happens if people get bored of me talking. What happens if people get bored of me talking? Well, the easiest way is you can leave. And that's great, because that is freedom. You can exercise your freedom at any time. And I really appreciate if you exercise that freedom staying here. It's because you chose that. You have 3 guitars that you cannot tune. Why can't you tune them? Why can't you tune it? We can't get board certified. Yes, we should not get board certified. There's so many things. By this point, if this is not your first live with me, or your first video, or the first time you're hanging around with me, you might be realizing, I'm sorry that Richard's face was caught in there, but whatever. Oh no, was not caught. You might be realizing that my mind works in mysterious ways. And I had to grow into it, or get accustomed to it, or learn that about myself. I had to learn that about myself, and I had to accept that my mind is a wild beast. It's so random sometimes. I need to keep on moving. And at the same time, somehow I want it to find solace of some kind, finding a pattern that it can repeat over and over again without much effort. It's like a dichotomy. It's like constant moving, but I want to find a pattern to it doesn't move it can just focus on one thing, but I cannot. It's a paradox. I have a paradox. It's something that I have had a lot of trouble accepting. And I have a lot of trouble accepting now, because I would like my YouTube channel to make some sense. And I can understand that sometimes my channel doesn't make any sense. And I'm really afraid. I don't want my channel to be about anything related to my personality. That's why I never talk about private things or of myself. I decided to mention my cello playing today because, well, I think I could share that with you. And yes, a carbon fiber bow will be great. No, I'm not baked. Thanks for asking. Thank you. Oh, how nice of you. No, I'm not baked. If that means what I think it means. I hope it means what I think it means. But if it means what I think it means, no, I'm not baked. It's important to realize that. You know that when I go beyond 1 hour, it's going to be a rambling. And sometimes I will get philosophical. We don't know. This is like Forrest Gump's box of chocolates. You don't know what we're going to get. But I'm going to practice my Russell Brand accent. Richard Eden had something to tell us. Pregnant mother shocked as Doctor Who oversaw birth of Prince Harry and Meghan's daughter Lilibet suddenly closes her practice. This is the kind of things that I say, oh my God. Sometimes royal news becomes like slowing down, and all of a sudden you have this. This is so interesting. Why didn't anyone tell me this? Why didn't anyone tell me this? Having overseen the birth of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's daughter, Lilibet, at Santa Barbara Cottage Hospital a year ago, Dr. Melissa Drake, it sounds like a novel. It sounds like a character from a novel. Dr. Melissa Drake. Dr. Melissa Drake. General Hospital or something. General Hospital. Was the go-to obstetrician for moms to be in the wealthy corner of California. Dr. Drake has, however, left many of them shocked and disappointed by suddenly announcing she's closing her practice this month. She says she's taking a leave of absence in order to focus on my own health and be with my family. Expectant mothers left in the lurch have taken to the Santa Barbara Moms Facebook group. Who has Facebook? Who still has Facebook? Oh yeah, the ones that are watching me on Facebook. It's just a joke. I love you, my body language buddies on Facebook. I love you too. It's just a joke. To vent their frustration. This news is shocking and handled terribly. One says, now there are hundreds of women, myself included, running around trying to find care. Oh, she must have been a star of whatever. Okay? No, not whatever, her practice. But it was really strange. And this is a video that was doing the rounds on Twitter. I already had, I'm going to show you my analysis because I had already analyzed this. You can imagine that so many videos that I had analyzed. I watched this video. Okay. I think that I've seen this video before, and I watched my videos and I had analyzed it at some point. I'm going to show you, I'm going to play it now. So we can watch this. I think I'll watch this. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Hundreds of patients. How an obstetrician has hundreds of patients? Well, not gonna say more. Okay, maybe she's got, I don't know, 200 patients. Let's play.
So this is cool. You and Meghan Markle, You guys are good friends. We love Meghan and Harry's 2021 holiday card, but you actually photographed their 2019, which is a very close second. The picture is adorable. That's the one, yes, right there with Archie's face all close. It's not easy to get kids to cooperate with pictures. How did this one come about?
You know, it's funny. First of all, how lucky am I that I just happened to be there in that moment and that's just an iPhone photo.
Wow.
You know? But the thing is, these guys, they love each other so much. When you're around people that just have this much love in their household, moments like this happen all the time. It's actually easy.
It's such a sweet moment. And, you know, we do have to ask, have you met the new addition? Have you met baby Lily?
Oh, yeah, of course I have. Yeah.
He's like, oh, you know.
Yeah, no big deal.
Baby Lily, you know, we go way back.
I had to repeat that part. Yeah. Have you met baby Lily on Let's Go?
Actually easy.
It's such a sweet moment. And, you know, we do have to ask, have you met the new addition? Have you met baby Lily?
Oh, yeah, of course I have. Yeah.
He's like, oh, you know.
Yeah, no big deal.
I did an analysis on this. I watched this video and said, this video looks familiar to me. This video looks familiar to me. Feels some tour vibes here. Totally. Tour vibes all the way. And I had to put it. I made a short video, 30 seconds about that. I did an analysis. I didn't remember I did this analysis. I'm going to play it for you now. Has Janina Gavankar actually seen Lilibet? Let's find out.
And we do have to ask, have you met the new addition? Have you met baby Lily?
Oh, yeah, of course I have. Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course I have. Yeah.
Among all the signals that cast doubts, she lowers her voice so she's not confident about what she just said. She evades eye contact for the same reason. And if you watch her shoulders, you can spot a pacifying gesture. To top it all off, 2 seconds of uncomfortable silence. What do you think? I was muted. Thanks for that. I was I forgot. I luckily I had my volume meter here. I was not paying attention to it at all. Now we have sound. Yeah, the doctor must feel like the archbishop. Like, I don't know. Like Lilibet was born 3 days before, and not on the day. Yeah, now you're listening to. So my buddies, that's the topic we have for today. That's the live we have for today. Let me see if we can go back to our Spotify. Well, let's have Harry. Prince Harry very keen to offer military experience to help Ukraine fight. All right, or yes, please. Yeah, let me see some of your. Yeah, the sound is back. I'm so sorry. I have to remember that I mute this so you can better listen to the recorded videos. But here we are again. No, I did not cover Harry posting at the polo. Let me if I can. I'm gonna create a poll here. Do you want me to make a video? A 9-minute video. Here it goes. The poll on YouTube. Do you want me to make a short video, a 9-minute video about the article's poll day out part 3? You tell me, and I will make it. Maybe for tomorrow. Why not? So as I'm telling you, I need easy topics these days. Yeah, I'm sometimes putrefy. I think. Oh my God. I think they're afraid of being markled. The friend of me, or 88% with how many votes? 182 votes already. Yeah, there's a lot of interest. On Harry and Meghan's Polo Day Out Part 3. We already did 2 Polo Day Out. One that when Archie was a baby. The second was 1 week ago or something like that, or 2 weeks ago. And well, this again, this is for all of you that are always maybe afraid of taking action. Okay, and I'm always overthinking so much every step of this journey. Okay, like trying to make everything perfect, and nothing stops me from keep doing these lives, because these lives can join them whoever wants to. That took me a lot to realize. And if you don't like the lives, that's okay. I also have short videos, and if you don't like my videos on the royals, I have many other videos that you can watch over and over again on all the topics that other topics. And I see that YouTube recommends many of my very old videos, like more than 1 year old videos, and keep recommending them because I think that people like watching them. So I feel your support. As I'm telling you, I'm gonna be doing these lives on the road, so maybe I hope to bring a suit. Maybe I'll be wearing a shirt, or I don't know how I'm gonna solve that. But I know that some of you prefer short videos. That's okay. Okay, maybe if some of you prefer the short videos, the YouTube shorts that are less than 1 minute, or the 9 minute, I will keep producing them. Who doesn't like the lives? That doesn't matter. I think it doesn't. It really doesn't matter. It has taken me a lot to relax a bit. I'm a very tense man when it regards to what I'm bringing you. Okay, I want to bring you only the best. And sometimes I say, maybe I create a body language video that has a lot of critical body language of something. Maybe it's not the royal, something that is happening in the world. Maybe it's the Will Smith slap, and it's great to put out that kind of videos, but then you're afraid that how do you repeat such an amazing video next time? You cannot. Okay, what you can do instead is be entertaining on putting your heart and soul whatever the topic is. Okay, and I think there's no bad topic in itself. Of course, there are more juicy topics than juicy will be the word, right? Juicy topics that are much easier, much faster to do. There were days on the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's trial that was incredibly easy for me to go live, to share with you that moment, to just be looking at something and spending some time together and doing a video afterwards, just turning on the camera, was a great feeling. I have to relax a bit. Sometimes I just have to turn on the camera, because there are moments for being perfect. There are moments for perfection. There are moments for extreme polishing the content, for crafting the perfect video. And there are moments where we just need to hang out together a bit. Just know what we are up to. Just know what the royals are up to, or what Amber Heard is up to. Whatever, why not? Because no matter what the topic is, I realized I have an ability, and this is part of the value I want to give you. And it's bring you some levity, some levity to your life, and at the same time have a bit of levity in mind, because we all need that. And one way or another, try to learn something, even from Harry's shenanigans, or Catherine holding a camera. I don't know. There's always something to learn. Okay, there's something fascinating in every picture. So something fascinating in everything that we see in the world, and yeah, it has taken me a lot to understand this. I don't know. I cannot possibly know how my channel will evolve over time. But lately, I have been less and less afraid of that evolution, as long as we have the opportunity to share this space together, maybe live, maybe in a 9-minute video, maybe on a short video, maybe on a YouTube community post. Why not? Maybe on an Instagram post. I would love to reach 50,000 body language bodies on Instagram. You remember my Instagram, right? My social media there is the body language guy on Instagram. And if you prefer, if Twitter floats your boat, then go for Kinesics on Twitter. That's my social media channels. And if you haven't joined my Instagram yet, this is the opportunity to get me closer to that 50K body language bodies on Instagram. Yeah, there's also this Amber Heard tell-all book. She thought she was going to win, and this book was already in the pipeline. Well, we know. Well, we'll try to know what she's thinking about, because the interview was a train wreck. Oh my God, 87 of you want episode on the Harkles. Will you be chatting Friday about any outcome of AH and JD trial? Friday is the 24th. We should find out about any appeals and payouts. Well, I should be touching that. Maybe talking about giving my impressions. We live in the now. Let's read your comments. There's another topic that I wanted to touch. Ezra Miller videos and Ezra Miller, all the Ezra Miller craze. Renee is a member. It's a new member of my channel. You can join my channel. I'm gonna tell you the secret how to join my channel as a member. This clicking in the join button just right below this window, the video. Right below you see the subscribe button and the join button. You can become a member of my channel that way. I cannot promise you that I'm gonna play cello publicly. I cannot promise you that but because I'm still a novice. I'm still a novice, but I think I will try. Maybe I could at some point try first with my channel members. If you join my channel, I could just goof around. Just goof around. I don't promise much with my cello playing. I could promise with my guitar playing, but I don't own a guitar right now. I always play. What kind of music do I play? I usually play hard rock cover songs. Maybe it's in guitar or in piano or in cello. Hard rock. It's only hard rock. Okay, from Metallica to Guns N' Roses to maybe Motley Crue, maybe the classics. The classics and everything adapted to an instrument that it was not made for. Everything that makes my mind invested in something interesting. I always go for that. Go for it. So, my body language buddies. That's the current state of my channel. I try to grasp with an iron fist the format or the topic or whatever, and I come to realize that the more I try to grasp it, the more energy I lose and the less fun I have. Okay, and the less energy I can offer and the less value I can offer you. So in this paradox, I have to learn to letting go, to relax a bit, to keep bringing you content, but not be afraid to fail. And if I can do this, and if I can do that, and tell you that live, that I have to keep working furiously to bring in you the best content, but at the same time, relax and not be afraid. And realizing that if I do my best, no matter the format, things are going to turn out right. I encourage you to do the same. Just put in the work, pour your heart and soul into it, and let's do this together. What do you think? What do you think? I hope that I think that we should do this together. I think that we should do this together. Thanks for following me on Instagram, Ellen, too. There, I just follow you on Instagram, very close to 50K. Congratulations. Oh, well. I hope, my body language buddies, that tonight you had a great time. That was the essence of my life, to have a little chat together, talk about our what is going on in the world. Maybe I will be expanding the topics a bit more and more, since we know that Meghan has this political intention. So most probably I will be, entering Russell Brand's territory more sooner than later. So, my body language buddies, my name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy, and it was a pleasure for me to be spending this night, this evening, this marvelous space with you. Remember that much love and bliss are the best goals that you can point your sights to. I love you all. Take care, and we will meet again tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care.